Hey guys, don't go anywhere. I have a very special, unique saber I'm going to be reviewing and showing you guys today. The Anakin Skywalker Padawan Episode 2 Neopixel Lightsaber. How much did this set me back? Does it look just like the one from the movies? And who is Vader Sabers? I'm going to answer all those questions and more. Come hang out, guys. Pow! Hey all you Star Wars fans, thank you very much for clicking on my video. This is Finding the Force, where I cover everything Star Wars, from theme parks to video games, and especially lightsabers. Yeah. As always, I will be your host, Obi-Dad Kenobi. Hello there. That's not probably a pretty angle. Per the usual, please click subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And hit that like button so YouTube knows I make good videos. And first and foremost, I want to thank Vader Sabers for sending me this awesome, unique, and not so common Anakin Skywalker Padawan lightsaber. Thank you so much, the owner from Vader Sabers. His name is Russell. He's a super great guy, lifelong Star Wars fan, and lives over in Florida. If you have any questions, it's really easy to contact him on Instagram. And his store, he has got a lot of really unique sabers I haven't really seen anywhere else, not to mention weathering special edition sabers that you guys might want to check out. So down in the description, click that link and use the extra discount code Find the Force. I would greatly appreciate it. So this Anakin Skywalker Padawan lightsaber, like I said before, is really not offered at most stores. We're gonna get into the design of it really soon, but this is for sale for as low as $400, but for only $50 extra, you get the deluxe Profi edition. It's loaded with more fonts than I've ever seen. I seriously think there's like 30 or 35 sound fonts on this thing that is a blast to go through. Everything from Ahsoka, Anakin, Obi-Wan, the Darksaber, they got it all. Kylo Ren, I mean, they have like everything you can think of loaded on this thing. Came in this crate, of course came with charger, tools, and of course came with these perfectly designed thin metallic instruction manuals that slide right into your wallet. You won't even notice, and they help you unlock and use all the features on the saber, from changing fonts to playing music tracks. There's like extra force effects, and I'm gonna try to get through most of them in my demo part of the video. Like I said, Vader Sabers is a newer company, and he's offering super competitive and reasonable prices for his lightsaber, so definitely check out his store. Let me know what you guys think. Before we look at the design, let's take a moment to talk about like the significance of the Chosen One's first lightsaber, and why don't we see more of these, seriously, because I've seen so many of what I call the 3-second sabers from the sequel films that are in the movie for like a moment. You know, people are dropping like over $1,000 on like the dark ray saber, which is like a bad dream. And the Ben Solo is like, wachow! It's like in and out in like an instant. You can hardly see it on the desk there. The Leia, which you can actually see for like 4 or 5 seconds. But I've seen so many of those sabers, but this guy is kind of rare. And Anakin uses it for like half the film on his belt, as he's holding his mother dying. He tries to rescue her from the Tusken Raiders. And Anakin even has this on his hip when he's like flirting and falling madly in love with Padme. So I think it really has a lot of historical significance in the Star Wars universe. And it broke my heart to see that machine, wha-pow! Just chop it in half and get it destroyed on Geonosis. You know, and then the battle ensues in the arena, and there's all this swapping of sabers, and let's not go there. Instead, let's take a close look and compare it to the one in the film. Here you go, fellas. Feast your eyes on this beautiful chrome saber that is just magnetized to fingerprints. Let me tell you, but who cares? I'm gonna use it, have fun with it, and I'm gonna cut straight to the chase here that this thing is, in my opinion, I'm gonna say that this saber is darn near identical to the replica used in the film. I'll show you right down below here. Right there is a master replica which was casted and molded from the actual prop in the film, and this thing looks just like it. It has the belt clip on the correct side over there. Very predominant activation box here on the cuff. We got the red and the green buttons. By the way, there's not 2 LED lights here. The red does light up red, but the green is actually a clear green button. So if the saber's blue, it might look a little bit more blue or red right here, which I think is kind of a cool feature. All of the details have been paid attention to. The attachments up here near the emitter, the shape, and the grips look absolutely perfect, symmetrical. I didn't have to put them on, thank goodness. I don't think I could deal with the stress. And even the pommel has a very nice gold accent hiding in here, and the saber sounds beautiful. Stay tuned for my demo. You got to hear this saber. I tell you guys in most of my videos, I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm 6'2". I can palm a basketball. So my hands might make this saber look smaller than it is in real life, but it is a small, petite saber, which is pretty funny because Hayden Christensen is the same height as me. He's 6'2", big hands, and I'm going to show you for my demo how to hold this so that this box won't tear up the webbing in your hands. One of the coolest things about this saber is it reminds me so much of Darth Vader's. Everything from, and this is a Galaxy's Edge saber here, so it really gives you a comparison of the smaller, more screen accurate size of the Padawan saber here. But like look at the grips, the emitter shape, even the connectors up at the top. It's just so much like a Jedi version of Darth Vader's lightsaber. Really cool. And I have to show you guys one of the coolest chassis I've ever seen. And out comes this golden chassis. Look at that, with a Profi board right in there. And of course, my favorite part is the rechargeable connector port. No having to try to pull batteries out, put them back in. This is so much easier. I love this. The only part about the saber that isn't quite up to replica standard is just where you put the retention screw up here. But I like it that way, and I'll tell you why. Because the more expensive versions of the saber, you actually use this to tighten to keep the blade in place, which is not as secure as a retention screw. Furthermore, this saber has 1 inch of blade depth down in here, which you can see. The more expensive versions, which cost hundreds of dollars more, only have 0.6 inches of blade depth. So a lot more fun and less blade wiggle with this guy. Of course, this saber comes with a blade, and I may have forgot to mention that this is one of the very few sabers, even though Hayden Christensen's huge, he's as tall as me, okay guys? And not only is his episode 2 Padawan saber, but his episode 3 Revenge of the Sith saber also, almost across the board, have 7/8 inch blade. Now, if you're new to the lightsaber community, 7/8 inch is a little bit thinner, just a tiny bit, than your standard 1 inch blade. However, it is lighter and you're gonna feel a difference. It's really a nice treat, especially if you're only used to the 1 inch blades. And one more thing I wanted to note about the design of this saber, which I thought was really interesting, is that it's common and even respectful for the Jedi apprentices to kind of sculpt their lightsaber and build it similar to their master's saber. For example, Luke Skywalker's looks much like Obi-Wan Kenobi's, and also Obi-Wan Kenobi's from episode 1 looks a lot like Qui-Gon Jinn's. However, Anakin did not follow this tradition at all. Instead, this saber that he constructed was really built for power, which of course I think is a lot of foreshadowing for his character and his descent to the dark side. So thank goodness this has 1 inch of blade depth, because I've told you guys before in my other videos, that's my minimum. It really is. I can't do less than 1 inch, especially because I love to do some light play fighting or dueling with my son, and I hope you guys have some friends or family you can enjoy that with too. All right, guys, let's check out the sound of this Anakin Padawan saber. You ready? Check this out. Yeah. Neopixel. Bam. Smooth swing. You guys hear that? Accent swings. Yeah. Oh man, check out these lights. I love the blinkies. You gotta love the lights here. Lock up. Bam. Tip drag is really easy to activate. Force effects. Boom. Force push. And I love how the blade kind of has that changes and gets a little darker there for a minute. Sounds great, guys. Awesome. Super fun. And I like where the activation switch is actually. I think you can hold it one-handed if you kind of wrap your hand sort of on the back side of the saber up near the activation box here. And is also a really good two-handed saber. But it's really light. It's hard to describe to you guys, but this is a really lightweight saber. Really fun, easy to wield, even if you just hold it down by the grip. There you go. Plays tracks. Yeah. Let's see what other sound fonts we got on this thing.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker.
Traditional Luke font?
We've only begun to discover your power.
Yeah.
Don't make me destroy you.
Anakin, a little later in life.
You are no Jedi!
Oh, you know that's a Kestis font. Oh! That's a nice change. Kind of a yellowish white. But an unmistakable Kestis lightsaber swing. Oh! Dang. That was a cool blade effect.
You've never fought anyone like me. I am
Revan! Oh! Oh, that's a really distinct Revan swing sound.
I will show you the power of the Force in battle.
So cool.
I am no Jedi.
Oh, we gotta check out Ahsoka's saber. Oh! Oh, you guys hear that? Oh man, smooth swing is crisp. Oh, I love the red clashes. Oh, yes!
I am Sailor Moon.
Let's just see what it is. Oh! We're just gonna put that genie back in the bottle. I think the next one is battery.
Battery level indicator.
Nice, looking good. Lasted me quite a while, actually.
And now you're going to give it to the First Order.
Kylo Ren? Why not? Boom! Oh, got some flame blade. Oh, look at the double red lights. Yeah. Seriously, sound is really crisp on this, you guys. Oh, that's a big lockup. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Oh, I love that creepy sound. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the features and the price and the design of Anakin's Padawan lightsaber. Thanks again, stay safe out there guys, and make sure to have an awesome Star Wars day. See you next time guys.